1,000 watts of news and talk. News Talk 720 KDWN, Las Vegas. The dawn of today's talk radio.
The Miracle Mike Show.
Miracle Mike's Memories Now.
Reflections of my life. Oh, how they fill my mind.
What do you mean I'm on? I'm on? You gotta be kidding. I'm not even ready. Is this microphone on? Hey, who took all the Splenda? And you know I don't use this 1% crap. Where's the half and half? I like a little fat in my coffee here, you know? And by the way, whoever stole my egg and potato taco out of a refrigerator, I laced it with X-Lax. Good luck to you. Yeah, in about 3 hours, we'll know who did it, too. Like a bloodhound, I'll be on the scent. No sad tomorrows, no tsuras, baby. We're leaving all the tsuras behind. No manasas tristas, amigo. Está todo bien, man. It's all good, Yimosabe.
Namaste.
And shalom to you.
Miracle Mike.
Your billowing surge of undulation and convivial bon vivant. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. No applause, just throw money. Your cufflinks, your Rolex, hey, whatever, I'm not fussy. Welcome. It's another wonderful day on God's great planet, or Mother Nature's planet. If you happen to be an atheist or an agnostic, it doesn't matter what you are, where you are, everyone is welcome here, and everyone is deserving of a life of peace, joy, happiness, and contentment, a life of surreal euphoria. Yes, a dreamlike state of well-being. And to achieve that, I often use nostalgia. To me, nostalgia is the greatest stress reliever on the planet. Yes, I can return to a more peaceful, wonderful, joyful place in time and take myself out of the moment and just enjoy nostalgia.
Miracle Mike.
This segment of Nostalgia is brought to you by the affiliate program. Work from home, taking inbound calls, never any cold calling. Work as much as you want, make as much money as you want. Call 702-207-0702. 702-207-0702. I admit it, I'm a game show junkie, and I use nostalgic game shows as a way to check out. The Game Show Network is my favorite channel on TV. I go way back with game shows. When I was a little kid, my mother took me to a live taping of What's My Line in New York City, and I'll never forget it. I was about 6 years old, and while the commercial break was going on, all the panelists took off, but Dorothy Kilgallen was still sitting at the panelist desk, and I ran down to the foot of the stage. Now, remember, I'm just a little kid. I'm 6 years old, and she's barely 10 feet away from me up on the stage, and she's looking down and writing something, and I said in my little voice, Dorothy, Dorothy, it's me. It's Mikey, and I watch you on TV. I love you. And she wouldn't even look up. She just kept writing, and I'll never forget it. Memories like that stay burned into your mind for the rest of your life, and I felt so rejected, I just walked away. You know, if she'd have just looked up and winked or smiled, but I was hoping she would say, hello, Mike. That's the kind of person she was. But I loved game shows, and I didn't let it get me down. Game shows. I love game shows. In fact, when I was in junior high school, we used to go down to the NBC studios in New York City and Manhattan at 30 Rockefeller Plaza. Game shows. Remember, like Hugh Downs and Concentration, and we'd go from show to show all morning long. They were free. And when the camera would pan the audience, we'd all duck. It looked like the whole fifth row was empty. Well, we had to do that. We were playing hooky from school. I love game shows.
It's time for the Family Feud. On your mark, let's start the Family Feud. With the star of Family Feud,
Thank you very much, Lee. Gotta stop watching those Martin and Lewis movies. We welcome you to Family Feud, where two families come on, fight it out, trying to get to the one spot called Fast Money where they can win $5,000. Survey said
Richard Dawson died Saturday, June 2nd, 2012. And if I have to tell you who Richard Dawson was, then you probably just arrived on Southwest Airlines from another planet. However, just in case, I will fill you in. Richard Dawson was an English-American actor and comedian and a game show host and, of course, a panelist. He was best known for his role as Corporal Peter Newkirk on Hogan's Heroes and being the original host of the Family Feud game show of the years 1976 to 1985. Richard Dawson was also a regular panelist on the 1970s version of the Match Game with Gene Rayburn from 1973 to 78, and that, of course, was one of my favorite game shows, and I always loved it when the contestants would win the round, and then they'd have to match a panelist, and 9 times out of 10 they would pick Richard, and I figured that had to frustrate all the other panelists because all they could do was just sit and watch. Of course, Richard was a great panelist, and most of the time he matched, and he won those contestants a lot of money, and I used to love it when Richard would try to fake them out, you know, with the answer, like make them think they didn't match when they did match, and then he'd turn his card over, and of course, but if you watched it enough and you knew, Richard was, he was, he was pulling their chains.
Get ready to match the stars, Richard Dawson, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 76. And now, here's the star of Match Game 76, Gene Rayburn.
Whom do you call on for an assist here?
Richard.
Okay. All right, get your ESP flowing over to Richard, and let's see how you do with it now. $5,000 is the net worth of this one. Johnny, we ask you to give us an answer what you think will match his and collect the $5,000. We'll find out now if Richard thought of the same thing. May we see it, please?
That's a double-worded answer, and I'm just thinking of the...
One word.
Well, no, 2.
2 words.
Anyway, Richard Dawson's birth name was Colin Lionel M., and he was born in Gosport, Hampshire, England on November 20th, 1932. In 1975, Dawson was hired by Mark Goodson to host Family Feud, which debuted on July 12th, 1976. And Family Feud was an instant smash hit, eventually surpassing the ratings of The Match Game. And Dawson won a Daytime Emmy Award for Best Game Show Host for his work on Family Feud. Now, I was in college at the time, 1978, and I remember always on the way to the cafeteria for lunch, and I'd look over into the recreation area, and all the college students would be gathered around the big screen TV in the middle of the day watching Family Feud, and most of them probably cutting class, and, you know, instead of studying, they were watching the feud. But it was a big hit. One of his trademarks, of course, was kissing all the female contestants. And that was one of the things that made the show to be, you know, appear warm and friendly. And, of course, Dawson soon garnered the nickname the Kissing Bandit. But Richard Dawson explained that he kissed all the female contestants for love and luck.
Wish you lots of luck.
Thank you,
There's a kiss
Richard.
for luck. Give me 15 seconds, please.
Yes, and I have beachfront property in Arizona and a bridge in Brooklyn for sale if you're interested, because my opinion at the time was something else, and I thought, well, that's neat that he gets to kiss all these women and they're all lining up to kiss him. However, I always wondered, if you're kissing all those women, you know, doesn't it open you up for a lot of colds and flu? You know, I don't know, man. I'm not sure I'd want to kiss all those gals, but however, it looked like fun, and he met his future wife, Gretchen Johnson, while she was a contestant on Family Feud back in 1981. She was 24 years old at the time. Richard Dawson was 49. Hey, I report, you decide, okay? They married in 1991, and they had one daughter together, and they stayed married until Richard Dawson's death.
Survey said
he was 79 years young. We have openings for sales affiliates. You can work from home taking inbound calls, never any cold calling. It's easy and it's recession-proof. You can make great money, full-time, part-time, no weekends, one-day training, start making money right away. All you need is a good computer, fast internet connection, a phone with good clear signal, and unlimited nationwide calling. You can work as much as you want. You can work from home taking inbound calls, never any cold calling. We will show you everything you need to know in one day. You start immediately. The startup cost is very low. The sky's the limit. So call today. Call anytime at 702-207-0702. 702-207-0702.
Miracle Mike's Memories. Now. Miracle Mike.
In love, you long time. It was 20 years ago today. Sergeant Pepper taught the band to play. They've been going in and out of style, but they're guaranteed to raise a smile. So may I introduce to you
The Miracle Mike Show.
Nostalgia is my big stress reliever. When I want to check out, I wind up my Beatles time machine and take myself away on a magical mystery tour. I also like old musical films like the 1965 musical starring Julie Andrews and Christopher Plummer. The Sound of Music won 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, and displaced Gone with the Wind as the highest grossing film of all time. And the album was also nominated for a Grammy Award. It won a total of 5 Academy Awards.
As I sound your signals, you will step forward and give your names. You, Fräulein, will listen carefully, learn their signals so you can call them when you want them.
The celebrated play that delighted the world. Actually photographed amidst the wondrous beauties of Salzburg, Austria. With Julie Andrews, Academy Award winner for Best Actress of the Year in Walt Disney's Mary Poppins. Now in the new and glorious role of Maria.
How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you catch a cloud and pin it down? How do you find a word that means Maria? A flippity Jim when I'm with a clown. Maria makes me laugh.
Maria, who entered the strange new world of Captain Von Trapp and captivated his 7 children with a magical spell of song.
Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog by...
Fräulein, did I not tell you that bedtime is strictly to be observed in this house?
Yeah, you did, sir.
And do you or do you not have difficulty remembering such simple instructions?
Only during thunderstorms, sir.
Here, 2 new numbers, specially written for the picture by Richard Rodgers, plus Rodgers and Hammerstein's immortal songs.
Doe, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun, me, a name I call myself, far, a long, long way to run. I am 16, going on 17, I know that I'm naive. Oh, please, Captain, love them all.
I don't care to hear anything further from you
I
about
am
my
not
children.
finished yet,
Oh,
Captain.
yes, you are. You will pack your things this minute and return to the Abbey.
Captain Von Trapp, are you in love with him?
I don't know. The Baroness said I was. She said that he was in love with me, but I didn't want to believe it.
You're far away. Where are you?
The world that's disappearing, I'm afraid.
Is there any way I can bring you back to the world I knew?
love you.
Though somewhere in my youth or childhood I must have done something good.
Here is the perfect motion picture that touches every note in the full scale of human emotion.
We have openings for sales affiliates. You can work from home taking inbound calls, never any cold calling. It's easy and it's recession-proof. You can make great money, full-time, part-time, no weekends, one-day training, start making money right away. All you need is a good computer, fast internet connection, a phone with good clear signal, and unlimited nationwide calling. You can work as much as you want. You can work from home taking inbound calls, never any cold calling. We will show you everything you need to know in one day. You start immediately. The startup cost is very low. The sky's the limit. So call today. Call anytime at 702-207-0702. 702-207-0702.
Miracle Mike.
The best chiropractors have kept me out of pain and surgery since 1985. Friends, I believe I found the best chiropractor in Las Vegas, Dr. Kerry Galvin. No need to suffer. Make an appointment to see Dr. Kerry Galvin. Say you heard this on the radio. Get a free examination and consultation. Dr. Kerry Galvin, I believe the best chiropractor in Las Vegas. Chiropractic, pain relief. Also, the top acupuncture doctor and euphoric massage. Total wellness and well-being. Inside Galvin Chiropractic, corner of Warm Springs and Eastern and Warm Springs. Call 562-2202, 562-2202.
Miracle Mike.
Folks, I've had many massages in my life, but I've discovered a massage that I can only call euphoric. Euphoric massage in Las Vegas. This will take you to a new level. One massage, I experienced a reduction in stress, aches, pains, anxiety, and depression, and achieved a state of euphoria. You're going to have to experience this for yourself. It's supernatural. Make an appointment to see Becky Ortiz, certified licensed massage therapist, inside Galvin Chiropractic, Warm Springs and Eastern and Warm Springs. Call 562-2202, 562-2202.
Miracle Mike's memories.
Now.
Nostalgia is my escape, and humor is my stress reliever. And no one makes me laugh harder than Archie Bunker.
Boy, the way Glenn Miller played.
Songs that made the hit parade.
Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days.
And you knew when you were there.
Dance for girls and men were men. Mister, we could use a man like Herbert Hoover again. Didn't need no welfare state.
Everybody pulled his weight.
G.R.O. was sound and great. Those were the days.
In this 1972 episode, Archie meets Sammy Davis Jr. It's priceless. Listen.
They're always telling me I'm prejudiced. Now listen, you're a guy been around a lot. You've seen a lot of people, you know a lot, see?
Yeah.
Now you look at me. You figure me a prejudiced guy?
Oh, Archie, you don't tell me you're really paying attention to those young kids. What do they know? I mean, you prejudice. Look, if you were prejudiced, Archie, when I came into your house, you would have called me a coon. But you didn't say that. I heard you clear as a bell. Right straight out, you said, color.
Yeah, that's what I done, all right.
And if you were prejudiced, you would, like some people, close their eyes to what's going on in this great country that we live in. But not you, Archie. Your eyes are wide open. You can tell the difference between black and white. And I have a deep-rooted feeling that you'll always be able to tell the difference between black and white. And if you were prejudiced, you'd walk around thinking that you're better than anybody else in the world. But I can honestly say, having spent these marvelous moments with you, you ain't better than anybody.
This segment of Nostalgia is brought to you by the affiliate program. Work from home, taking inbound calls, never any cold calling. Work as much as you want, make as much money as you want. Call 702-207-0702. And by Galvin Chiropractic, Total Wellness, Chiropractic, Acupuncture, and Massage. For a free examination and consultation, call 702-562-2202.
This song, I could not do a show without including this song. I certainly wouldn't do a show here without including it. It's very special to me. Bojangles, they dance for you. In worn out shoes, silver hair, ragged shirt, baggy pants.
Bojangles is special because I hated the song. Because I was afraid to do it, because that's my fear. That I'll wind up like Bojangles.
He could jump so high.
When I do that number, some nights I get so hung up in it. One night in Vegas, I said, oh my God,
well, I was
that's me. I'm projected. That's how I'll be when I'm 70 years old, man. I'll still be working. I'll be working little joints. And I'll talk about what I used to be. And that'll be the end of it. That man, that culmination of different black performers, minstrels that I've known, performers who got hooked on junk, who got wiped out by alcohol, got wiped out by the changing of times. I've seen them disappear, great dancers.
That's Mr. Bojangles.
You can't please everybody. You know, but you please the majority, and don't ever let them say, gee, I didn't like the performance. That doesn't mean everybody's going to like what you're doing, but at least they'll be able to say, he performed for me, man. He gave his all.
For my tricks and tips, but most of the time I spend behind these county bars. You see, son, that drinks a bit.
Then he shook his head. Swear I heard someone say please. That's Mr. Bojangles. Call him Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles, come back and dance, 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 dance. Mr. Bojangles. Won't you come back and dance?
I hope you've enjoyed the nostalgia today and all the memories. I'm Miracle Mike, terminal cancer survivor, on a mission with a message and a reminder. Life is wonderful when you consider the alternative. Every moment is a gift. Open your present.